Welcome back to the Soul Sisters podcast. This is a safe place where we discuss many different things to include relationships, career, and health. We hope that you find comfort in knowing that no matter where you are on your journey, you are not alone. So welcome to episode 3. We thank you all for watching us and subscribing to the podcast. We are on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. So be sure to listen on all those platforms, one of them, two of them, whatever. We are out there, so make sure you find us. We would like to thank our sponsors for today. We have 3 sponsors. Our first one is Luxurious Stays International, LLC. It is a brand that was birthed after 2 partners' vision to bring high quality and luxurious feel to the Airbnb market collided. It's very important to Luxurious Stays that they are classified as a company that is highly motivated and realized on faith. They serve a God that can do anything but fail. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing more relaxing and fulfilling and exciting on a vacation than the amenities of a 5-star hotel. They aspire to bring the feel of luxury and aesthetics of 5-star brands to the comforts and privacy of your home. So after hearing all of that, I'm sure you want to know how you can get there. So visit their website. It is luxuriousstaysint.com. So that's luxuriousstaysint, which is short for international.com, and go to the Book Us link. There you'll be able to find the link to airbnb.com and to PeerSpace to be able to book your luxurious stay. Our next sponsor is Royal Victory Cosmetics. These are cosmetics that look good on you and are good for you. So there's a variety of products, including lipstick, lip gloss, mascara, beard and hair oil. All the products are natural and vegan friendly. Visit them on Facebook and Instagram at Royal Victory Cosmetics, and then Royal Victory Cosmetics Square site to make your purchase. Our third and final sponsor for today is Scrap Yarn LLC. It is handmade crochet clothing that is made with love, and it's also customized just for you. You can see their collection of handmade tops, sweaters, and handbags, and hats, and more. If you visit Linktree/Aria J. So visit their Linktree, and that's /Aria, ARRIA J. So thank you again to our wonderful sponsors. Please support our sponsors. We appreciate them so much.
Yes, we do.
And if you would like to have your business highlighted here on our Soul Sisters podcast, please reach out to us via email and we can discuss sponsorship opportunities for you. So our email is soulsispodcast@gmail.com. So that's SOULSISPODCASTS. So make sure you have that S on the end at gmail.com. So we would love to hear from you and be able to highlight your business as well.
Yes. Once again, welcome back this week. Last month, we had a very successful and enjoyable Black History Month. And this month, for the month of March, is Women's History Month. And during this month, it's an opportunity to honor and celebrate women and women contributions and their impact on the world and in our culture, whether it's on the national scale or local scale. Women's history has oftentimes been under-recognized or overlooked altogether, but it's important that we shine a light on women who have been trailblazers, pioneers, and also serve as an inspiration for the future. So with that said, I'm going to move on to our fun segment, which is Would You Rather? So, Kanisha.
What you got?
It's not necessarily Women's Month related, but it's funny and fun, to say the least. So would you rather let someone check your text messages or read your journal?
Oh, you can have the text messages. It ain't popping in there anyway. You can read them. My journal, that's a different story. I tell that everything. Them text messages, you ain't gonna see nothing but nothing exciting. So I'll give up the text messages.
Same here. I either if my phone is not charged or I don't even look at the notifications. Sometimes don't hear them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a priority for me, especially when I'm at home. But my journal is me. That is all of me. And you can have the text messages.
Yeah.
I don't need you to see me and my bare soul in writing.
Right. Yeah, it's too much going on in the journal.
And it might be something in there about somebody
The person
else.
is reading it.
Right.
Like, you might not want to touch that. Save yourself.
Yes, enter at your own risk or not. Okay. Would you rather lose 4 teeth before 30 or
What?
stop eating junk food for the rest of your life?
Wait, what? Look, you lost me at 14. 14 and then what?
Or stop eating junk food for the rest of your life. That's tough.
I'm gonna need my teeth. So yeah, much as I love me a good fudge round, you can have them. I'm gonna need my teeth. I ain't finna be walking around here. Especially which 4 are they? Do I get to pick which 4 are they?
Any 4.
Because you certainly can't have these 4 at the front.
Well, why not?
I'm gonna need the teeth, so I'll just switch to eating something else. As much as I had to think about it for a minute, as much as I like junk food, but no.
Realistically, the healthy side of me say stop eating junk food for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's not realistic for me. Considering that technology has come a long way and the dental industry is booming, with the veneers and
That's
all
true.
of that stuff, go ahead and take these 4 teeth. And I'm going to enjoy.
But what if you got to be on a wait list to get your veneers, so you just out here,
You thinking too deep.
you just out here 4 teeth loose, waiting to get some veneers.
But you know what? I got them other however many, 28. How many teeth we got? 12, 14? However many left to gnaw on them, that junk food. I do like my snacks.
I do too, but
I'll go ahead and replace them 4 teeth.
well, I'll see how yours go first, then I'll make my decision. But for now,
great.
I'm gonna keep my teeth.
Even if it's the 4 in the front.
Definitely, if it's the 4 in the front,
They
I'm
can
keeping
hook them
them.
further. They can hook the fake teeth on to the teeth next to them. So, okay, last one. Would you rather fall in public or have your wig fall off in public?
Again, the worst of the worst, right? They both are bad.
Okay, think about it. But let me tell you about this story. It was a while ago, but it was when fake ponytails, like when it first started coming out, and you used to have to take the whole weft of hair and round it out, And I don't remember where I was at, but it was in public. I want to say it was at like a not Pill and Puff, but one of those old stores. And I was in there, and I guess I didn't have enough bobby pins in, and it just came unraveling.
The whole
It didn't
thing?
they just started unraveling like you take a fruit roll up, and it was just coming out.
So you done been there already. You done been on that part, on that side already.
Yeah, not a whole wig, but a ponytail, close enough.
I had braids fall out before. Like, you just look back and it's one on the floor. Like, oh, guess I ain't need that.
Wake up, is one on the pillow.
For sure. I don't know. I might go with falling because I know typically under your wig you got them gel braids like going to the back. And I don't know if I want nobody to see that. So that would probably make my decision be I'd rather fall. Like, you could fall and get up and like play it off and laugh. Like,
That is so embarrassing.
it is,
though.
but you just out here with these cornrows in your head, looking a mess, or with a wig cap on.
But
No,
it'll
I'd rather
fall
just
off.
fall and jump up with my hair intact.
But you could put it back on though. So
They seen it already now. It's too late. It's too late.
okay, I got another story. We went bowling, and this wasn't that long ago. I went over that line.
Oh, you know it's slippery, the little bowling alley
yeah, I
thing.
know now. Yep. I mean, and I went up in the air and flat on my back.
Oh.
Yeah. My family didn't even come see about me. They laughed with me. I was so embarrassed.
So which one was worse, when your ponytail fell out or when you fell down the bowling lane?
I think when I fell down the
The
bowling
bowling lane.
yeah, because I fell flat on I was an adult. Like that wasn't that long ago that this happened, and I
man.
fell flat on my back, and I got up, and it wasn't like it was like not crowded. It was a lot of people in there. Yeah, so that's I just got up and left my dignity on the bowling
You made it
alley
through.
and skipped the next frame. So, but thanks. Those are fun questions to ask
Yeah,
and
those are
just to
good.
really think about. So, moving on, as part of Women's History Month, I want to honor and celebrate some women of the past who have really made an impact in our society, in our culture, in our everyday lives. The first being Dr. Shirley Jackson. So, do you remember the days before caller ID, the one way?
Mm-hmm. So if somebody call you, the line is busy,
Yeah,
and you just literally out here
stuck.
picking up the phone, not knowing who it is. I can't imagine doing that today. Like, what? I just pick it up. Mm-mm.
Yes.
Yes,
So that's an indication that you might be old. No,
I would agree.
it's not. But so we have to have a great appreciation for Shirley Jackson. She was one of the innovative minds behind the development of the caller ID, the touch tone phone. She had also contributed to the development of the fax machine and fiber optic cables. So not only was she inventive, she was also the first black woman to earn a doctorate from MIT, the first black female president of a major technological institute, and became the first woman appointed chair of the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. So,
Wow, that it's just amazing how we out here just using phones, caller ID, fax machines, all this stuff, not knowing that a woman, and a black woman at that, invented it.
invented it.
Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. And then we have Vel R. Phillips, who was a native Milwaukeean. She became a leader in the African American community and a trailblazer and a role model, and had achieved many of firsts in her lifetime. She was the first African American woman to graduate from UW Law School, UW meaning University of Wisconsin Law School. The first African American to be elected to the Milwaukee Common Council, the first female judge in Milwaukee, and the first African American judge in Wisconsin overall. She was also the first African American to be elected as a member of the Democratic National Committee. Yeah, so those are some really huge accomplishments and really huge firsts. So thank you, Dr. Shirley and Vel R. Phillips, and to all the women who have made contributions to our world and to our society.
And we were talking before we started. Vel R. Phillips has a street named after her here in Milwaukee, and the children's courthouse is named after her too. So that's how you know she did some big things. They don't just name streets and buildings after people who are not out here doing some good stuff. So
yeah, they have a really big, nice in the Black Historical Museum. I can't remember the official name of it, but they have a really nice spread and display out about
Of
her.
her.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it covers some of these things, but in a little bit in more detail. So it was really, really nice. I believe it's called the Black Holocaust Museum.
oh yeah, I've been
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I
it's
went
really
there
nice.
last summer. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So thank you to those women. And we also like to say thank you to the women who helped shape who we are. No matter how little or how big the impact, I want to say a big thank you to the women who walked beside me, who encouraged me, who put up with me, and also supported me through good and the bad. So thank you to those women, be it friends and family. So thank you.
So, keeping in line with those empowering women that we just spoke about, we are going to get into our main topic for today, which is still on empowerment, but how to do that in your everyday life with the women that you come across every day and even within yourself. One way to do that is to offer support to all women. Obviously, especially your friends and your family, the people that you're with all the time, but even women that you see that may look like they need some help, even if they don't look like they need help. Sometimes just saying hi, how are you doing, or whatever. You never know where somebody is, and that may be support to them, something that they needed for that day.
Yeah.
A lot of times, especially in friend and family relationships, we label each other as strong, like the strong one, because that person may seem like they have it all together. They seem like, from what you can tell, or maybe in comparison to what you think your own life looks like, they look like they have it together. So they look like, their career is good, family, whatever, may look good on the outside. So you just, or may not. They may be going through some things, but they still get up every day and do what they have to do. They're not like, balled up in a corner. So you deem them as strong, and then may not offer as much support to them as you should, as they may need. So I would just caution against that. I feel like I have been labeled as that many times in friendships, especially some that have ended due to that. Because in my mind,
Wow.
it doesn't matter how strong you think I am,
Yep.
you check on me if you care.
That's so important.
How hard is it to say, how are you? Let me tell you if I'm strong or not. Because if you ask me, I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
I'm not. But if you just assume I'm strong,
Yeah.
to me that equals you don't care. You don't care enough to check on me, to support me. So that can be a dangerous place to be.
Yeah, it's and I don't think it's, and this is just me. I don't think it's like saying that you don't care, but it's like you're strong. Like she's got it. So
but my thing is, strong people need people too. Like,
right.
Nobody's made out of bricks.
Yeah, we're all
like
human.
we all are human. We
Yep.
all need somebody. So if I'm the strong person, meaning that everybody comes to me because they think I'm strong. So then if it's me and then all these people leaning against me, at some point I'm gonna fall over too, and then where am I falling to?
Right.
So
Yep.
I just think that's I'm not sure what the word is, a naive way to think that somebody's so strong that they don't need any help ever with anything. And maybe not even physical help, but enough for you to say, how are you? Do you need it? Ask me, do I need anything?
Or ask them, in what way can I support you?
Exactly. What do you need?
Yeah,
do you need anything? What do you need? What can I do for you?
Yeah, that's like, assuming, assumptions. You don't want to assume. You don't want to assume, one, that they don't need support because they are the strong friend. Two, you don't want to assume that you know the type of support they need.
Right.
So when you're checking in, ask specifically, how can I support you? What do you need from me? Do you need me to wash the dishes? Do you need me to run your errands? Do you need me to just sit here with you and do nothing? Or do you just want to talk? And if you don't know what you need, that's okay.
Right.
Just know that I'm here.
I'm here. When you figure it out, or if you decide it, I've opened that up for you to know that I am here. So you're right about that too, though. Offer some type of support, but also giving not the wrong kind, because I think any support is good. People can understand your heart and know that you were trying to help. But if you over here washing my dishes and I really just want you to sit down and talk to me, you kind of missing it. Like, I don't really care about those dishes. I just need you to talk to me. Or if you, the opposite.
Yep.
You in my face keep saying, you want to talk, and I need you to help me clean this house up. You know what I'm saying? So ask me and let me tell you how you can support me. But the main thing is to ask and not assume that somebody has it all together and is superhuman, because nobody is.
Right.
So that is a big way to help empower each other, by making sure that you are supporting in any way that you can.
Yeah. And I think that's empowering, mutually empowering. It empowers a person who is offering the support to know that they are there for their friend.
Yep.
and have that heart
To know that they had a need and you were able to help meet that need for them.
Yeah. So I think it's mutually empowering. Um, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
So another way to empower women is to complement her mind and her soul, not just her body. Though physical compliments can be complimentary, they're nice,
Right.
but also there's more to a woman than just the outer appearance. She's intelligent. She is smart. She has feelings, and not only does she care about the way she may look on the outside, but her inside, her soul. So it's you can tell when someone has a really sweet soul or just a genuine spirit. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
compliment that too, because it's nice to hear those things.
Sometimes even nicer than the outer compliments. I mean, we all want to look cute and want other people to think we look cute too. However, that's easy. It's easy to buy a new outfit or put on some lip gloss or something and look and feel cute on the outside. But for somebody to compliment something on the inside of you, your soul and your spirit, that means so much more, because that's something that you can't dress up and fix up and put lip gloss on. That's like who you are, who God made you to be. And if that's shining out for somebody to see and compliment, that's way more important.
It's deep. It's deeper. It's a little more. It's felt deeper and it's felt differently. Although we as women, though, we do have a hard time accepting compliments.
We do,
or we downplay when we are complimented. So that's something to kind of get over.
Yeah, we quick to be like, these shoes, I had these for a long time, and it's like, I didn't ask you how long you had them. I just told you they were cute. You don't have to try and like cover it up.
Yeah, downplay it.
Yeah,
like
accept that and literally just say thank you.
Or agree. Yes,
or
this is cute.
Yes,
I like it myself.
I thought it was cute too. That's why I got it.
And then thank you.
And then thank you. And then maybe throw another one back. But also don't always feel like you have to throw another one back too, because sometimes those seem not genuine.
Right.
Just because I said you was cute, you don't have to say I'm cute too.
And sometimes
For
you just
when
ain't
you
got nothing to say.
And sometimes you don't. So don't make it up if you don't have nothing to say. Just accept your compliment and keep moving.
Yeah.
But be sure to accept it and not always like combat it with something else.
Yeah. And say thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And say thank you.
For sure.
Which we as women, I think, too, should thank each other a little bit more often. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being there for me. That's empowering to me. That helps that person to feel valued. I know when people say thank you, all the time, but when someone really genuinely means like thank you. Like,
yeah, because even that thank you for being a friend, that kind of goes back to complimenting somebody's character. You telling me I'm a good friend, like that's a nice compliment to have.
Another thing that's mutually beneficial. It's beneficial to the person that you're saying thank you to, and beneficial to yourself. So I like that, and saying thank you, going out of our way to make others feel good. I don't know. It brings, I won't say don't go too far out of your way, because then you be trying too hard.
True.
But make it intentional, make it a habit, or on purpose, I should say. Maybe not a habit, because then that
right. It's just
people pleasing.
I mean, that goes again with any relationship. So obviously women and friends, but even in like romantic relationships or whatever, when you care about somebody and you spend time with them and you listen to them, you know what they like, what they want. And if it's something that doesn't, take you out of your way or make you do something that's, not in your character to do for them, then it's nice to just be able to do that.
Yep.
You have a friend and she likes this certain kind of cookie, and you at the store, just buy it. And she has no idea that you're going to bring it for her, and you don't know what that could do to brighten up her day. It's something simple as a cookie. Like, you just never know. So
yeah, that's my love language. I like giving
So
gifts.
It never hurts to make somebody feel good, especially when it doesn't, like I said, take you any extra effort to do it.
Go out of your way. But and they're worth it.
Yes. And also, we talked a lot about friends and family and all of that stuff, but I think another empowering thing is to be able to be alone sometimes, and prioritizing your alone time and doing what it is that you want to do during that time, even if it's just sitting with no noise, no TV, nobody talking to you, because that happens too often where people are just talking all the time and you just need that time to be quiet. So make sure to be able to prioritize that and be able to be alone. And like I said, do whatever you want to do during that time, whether it's just sit and collect your thoughts, journal, go and do something that you want to do where other people might be there, but I mean alone in the fact that you went there alone. Just spend time with yourself too.
Yeah.
I think that's very empowering to be able to do that. If we don't spend time alone,
Yeah.
we don't know who we are amongst other people either if
Yep.
we're not spending time with ourselves. So
Spending time with ourselves, spending time with God,
yes.
just being still and allowing nothing to happen, no to-do list, no priorities, no, just being with yourself and with your thoughts, and not only every once in a while, but often. Like very, very often. Sit with yourself.
I
Get to
enjoy
know
my sit with
yourself.
myself time. I really do.
And I don't mean like sit up and scroll on your phone, or
No.
sit up and watch TV, but just sit, just be. Just be. A lot comes out of silence, a lot of creativity, a lot of things that maybe need to be dealt with within, but if you're always on the go, or you're always doing something for others, or you're busy, or whatever it is, you won't have that time to reflect and to be still. So for me, that is at the top of my list, is just being by myself. I really enjoy me. Now, some people don't enjoy themselves,
right? And that's why you should also practice that. If you do have a hard time kind of being by yourself, do it more often so that you get more comfortable with it.
Yep.
Because I believe once you do it more often, you'll realize it's some of the best time.
Yep. Put it on your calendar. That is your time. Do not. I used to put Post-it notes on my door. Do not disturb. Somehow they came up missing. But
they said we just removed these.
Yeah.
Then,
then we gonna knock. They didn't like my response, so they knew to stop. But but honestly, really, ahead of time, ahead of schedule, I let my family know from this time to this time, I do not want to be disturbed unless it's broken, bruised, or bleeding.
on fire.
Or on fire.
A real emergency.
Yeah, do not interrupt me, because it's so easy to say, don't bother me. But like when they know that is your time, for those people, women or anybody who have kids and a family, it's like you have to carve out that space and you have to demand that time be respected. And during that time, what you do is on your own,
right?
But have it, and it's and schedule it. If it's not consistently on the same day or time every week, it has to be at some time.
It does, because also what comes out of not doing that is frustration and stress and all kinds of other things. So if you don't take that time to just decompress and be with yourself and do whatever it is that you enjoy doing, then you're not able to function properly in helping other people or in just your normal everyday activities. We have to have that time to ourselves to be able to decompress.
Yeah. So what do you do in your downtime when it's just you?
I write in my journal. I read my Bible. I don't watch a lot of TV. So I have like a couple of shows, and I usually will save them for when I do have downtime so that I can watch them without interruption. And it just depends on the day.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, depending on when it is, I'll go to, a hair, nail appointments, workout class, whatever, all that kind of stuff is just for me. I don't have to, be worried or bothered with anybody else. But when it is that quiet downtime, I'm usually
Mm-hmm.
journaling, reading,
Yeah.
and then when that's done, I'm picking a show that I can get into and act like I'm part of their life. Like, what? What
Or
you doing, girl?
binge watch something.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. I do.
Yeah, what do you do?
Girl, it depends on where I'm at in life. Honestly, during my quiet time, I am truly quiet. So whether that's meditation, um, or just contemplating something, prayer, sometimes it's journaling. It just depends. I may have my quiet time and then journal, what comes to me at that time,
Mm-hmm.
or I may journal ahead of time, and so I'll have something to go into prayer, with. Um, yeah, that's like when my quiet time. That is like specifically just solitude,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Even if sometimes I doze off.
I was gonna say I'm working on that completely silent because I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna just be silent. Next thing you know, I be thinking of 29 things. I'm like, wait a minute, I was focused on something, then all of a sudden my mind's somewhere else. Then next thing you know, I didn't picked up something, and I'm like, I'm supposed to literally just be still.
Right.
So I am working on that, like the meditation part of like
Yeah.
just being still and trying to control my thoughts
Yeah.
because
What's good
they
for
be
that?
going.
Yeah, they do. They go. They come and they go, and then there's a lot, and then there's some stuff that you haven't thought of, and you don't. You're like, where's this thought coming
Right.
from? Like,
Exactly.
okay. Um, when I first started meditating, I started using Headspace. So it's an app. Yep. They actually have it on Netflix too. It's a fun way to ease into meditation, and it explains the different types of meditation. So I find that was really, really helpful.
Wait,
for
what
me.
does it do?
Headspace. It's a meditation app.
So like I can put it on my phone and do it.
Yeah.
And it what do it do?
Yeah. It's just kind of it's guided meditation.
So they talking?
Yeah.
Oh,
But not like constantly. There's a lot of moments of silence,
okay.
so you can.
Because I do want to work
practice.
on that, get a little more quiet.
Yeah.
Because even like you pray and then you be like you want to hear God or whatever, but the next thing you know, I figured it out myself, and I ain't have give him time to tell me. Like, was I quiet long enough? I guess not.
But
so I need to work on being a little more like still and quiet.
But if that works for you and that's you and God's relationship, that's cool, man.
No, it don't be working all the time.
It don't-
So I need to be quiet
It shouldn't
more.
work all the time, but yeah, it's a nice way to actually to just observe those thoughts and let them go by, and not let them like plant, and then you start going down the rabbit hole of thoughts. Not a bad rabbit hole, but it's like, wait a minute, I was supposed to have been reading about David. I mean, or thinking about this scripture, and
That
I'm
definitely
over
happens
here.
when you read. You know how people be like, you read the Bible, next thing you know, you be asleep.
Yeah.
I don't be falling asleep on it. I read it, and then it could be something interesting. Then that spark another thought. Then I'm thinking about something else. I'm like, wait, I was reading this. Like, how my mind get all the way over there? So yeah, no, I'm gonna download that.
Yep, Headspace. It's
And
great.
try that.
It's great for beginners, and it just takes time. Takes time and like practice.
Yeah,
You can't expect
and
it.
being intentional about it. So
Yeah.
it's something I really want to do. So I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
call
work
it
on that.
monkey brain because your brain, the thoughts
Literally
be everywhere.
jumping one
Yep.
thing to the next.
Yep. So
yeah.
that's how I mean, and then outside of like doing those things, another in my quiet time, sometimes I take a bath. That's like every week. I have my Epsom salts or my pink Himalayan salt, maybe some essential oils, and a candle. Maybe not. And this is not like a self-care. It's a self-care ritual in and of itself, but it's just another way that I just let go of everything and just sit in there. I'll be burning up in the hot water.
Me
but-
too. You see me shaking my head like,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm like, it's
I do the same thing with the candle. I turn the light off, so then it's just like the candle light. That water, I be in there boiling. I'm like, this probably is not the best. I'm sweating in the bath.
am I really enjoying this?
Right. Then I have a bath pillow
Yep.
too. Yeah, it'd be a good time in there.
Oh, that's nice. I really need to get one because
Yeah.
that towel, that big towel, be sinking down and it be wet.
Yeah, and it suctions to the tub, so it stay there.
Yeah, I really need to invest in one of those. But yeah, that's about it. I try not to use that time to fulfill my to-do list.
Oh no.
Like sometimes it's like, oh, I got a, you know, an hour here, an hour there, like, and I used to feel it with things that to do, and but now I just don't. I just be,
Yeah.
yeah.
If the to do didn't get done, it's not getting done during this time.
So we want to encourage women to take time for themselves, to do those things, to put yourself on your calendar often. I know that we wear many hats. We play many roles. Your wife, mother, you're working, student, business owner, volunteer, all those things, but you are most important and you deserve to have that time for yourself. And I encourage you to schedule it and make it a priority. If that means cutting back on the amount of hours that you volunteer, do it. And we know you got to go to work, but if you're able to cut back there, that's okay too. That's maybe unrealistic, but find time. Make that a priority to take care of yourself. Slow down. Don't turn your to-do lists or don't do your to-do items during your downtime. That time is just for you.
Right. You're empowered to make that time for yourself. So empower yourself to do that, to say, I can make this time for myself. I can make this time be what I want it to be as well, and not feel like you said, you have to still be doing to do items and all of that. So empower yourself to do that. Help to empower other women that you know to do that, because it is very important for us to be the great women that we talked about in history and ones that are, alive today. We have to take time to do that. Otherwise, we won't be in the right space to be able to do
Right.
it, like I said, because if you don't take that time, then you're frustrated, then you're stressed out and all of those things, and then we're not able to be as phenomenal as we are if we're not doing that.
Right? Yes.
All right, so we hope some of those things helped you, resonated with you. Hopefully, you're doing those things already, but if not, let's be empowered to begin to do them. And then, like we said, help to empower your friends and family to do them as well. So, again, this is Women's History Month, so we will continue in this theme. We will have some other things coming up for you on the other episodes, still tied into women's history, but along some other lines as well. We just want to thank you again to all our listeners for
Yes.
continuing to listen,
Thank you.
continuing to follow us on all of our social media platforms. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to all of those platforms. We really appreciate you. And we just want you to know that if you didn't have a soul sister before, now you have two in us. So keep coming back so that we can keep talking to you every week.
Yes. Thanks again. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
Bye.